Hello, beautiful people. I'm Alanah, and today we are watching the official trailer for She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, coming to Disney Plus, I believe this year. I have actually been a She-Hulk fan for a pretty long time. I think I started reading She-Hulk comics just after Marvel vs. Capcom 3 came out, which was 2011, because I liked playing her and I was always kind of interested in her. Thought she was very goofy to begin with, and then felt like she was very cool the way she was represented in that game. And got kind of caught up in a lot of the hype. So what I want from this trailer is just a huge muscly woman. But I do also think that they could lean into the lore aspects in really interesting ways. So it's going to be an interesting balance. I don't think it's necessarily an easy thing for a team to tackle. So let's see. This just came out 7 hours ago at the time of recording. So let's take a look.
Being a superhero is a trial by fire. Who's gonna protect the world if not people like you?
I mean, she ripped.
I'm Jennifer Walters. I'm a lawyer. I have great friends.
Can we get some shots, please? It's an emergency.
A demanding job.
We just started a superhuman law division, and I want you to be the face of it.
And a frustrating family.
Cause you didn't ask for this, but you still gotta deal with it. Your transformations are triggered by anger and fear.
Those are like the baseline of any woman just existing.
Nice.
Bruce, kind of feels like if I don't transform, I'm gonna die.
Yes, yes, yes. No.
I just want
August
to be
17th.
a normal, anonymous lawyer.
Can you tell us where She-Hulk is?
Jen, you're a story now.
Girl, your ass looks crazy right
Whoa,
now.
what the fuck?
You could be an Avenger.
Oh, I'm not a superhero. That is for billionaires and narcissists and adult orphans for some reason.
I have stopped even watching this trailer. I hope this isn't just me, because if it is, people are gonna get very mad at me. The CG looks really bad. Like, the way that She-Hulk looks, that looks okay. There was a shot here of her moving.
To be a normal, anonymous lawyer.
Can you tell us where She-Hulk is?
Jen, you're a...
I haven't seen anything that Disney has put out look that, stiff and video gamey.
Lawyer.
Can you tell us where She-Hulk is?
Jen, you're a story now.
What?
Your ass looks crazy.
Okay, I'm just gonna let that slide. I'm sorry to keep jumping around. We're just gonna go back to here where I stopped paying attention because I got distracted by the CG.
Die!
Yes, yes, yes. No.
I just want to be a normal, anonymous lawyer.
Can you tell us where She-Hulk is?
Jen, you're a story now.
Girl, your ass looks crazy right now.
You could be an Avenger.
Oh, I'm not a superhero. That is for billionaires and narcissists and adult orphans for some reason. Is there anything more depressing than dating in your 30s?
Yeah, this is the best date I've had in a while.
Oh,
Should we split some fries?
let's get those to go.
Okay. Well, I'm alright with that. Okay, wow. I found the CG so off-putting. And I'm pretty sure I've said that in trailer reactions before, and people have gotten upset with me, hence my concern. And people get upset with me all the time, who cares? Look like a video game. Look like a cutscene. Very weird. So I would have liked her to be bigger, more muscly is my biggest thing. Both the lawyer side, but especially the She-Hulk side. I would have liked her to be more hulky. But it doesn't matter. My stance with this stuff is always the appearance not being exactly what I want doesn't mean something's bad. It not being accurate to the comics doesn't mean something's bad. These things don't have to be the same. In fact, I think it's kind of boring if they are exactly what you expect. So It's fine. It would have been cool. I like a muscly woman. I would have liked to see her be a little bit bigger, so I'm a little bit bummed, but it's not the end of the world. Wasn't a fan of the sense of humor shown in the trailer. Not terrible, but just like very sort of generic humor is how that comes across. It's just like, you know, a joke about Batman and some Tinder references. It's all just like very easy writing, I think. So not a huge fan. I didn't find it like horribly off-putting or anything, just not generally my style of humor. And I do think that the conflict, which is one that has been explored in the comics, of her, you know, trying to just live her life of an already high-pressure job and also deal with the fact that she's goddamn She-Hulk, can be really, really interesting. That duality is interesting at the best of times. Hannah Montana, you know, it's been around for a while, a staple of storytelling. This trailer definitely comes across as though the show is written for a more female audience, which I think is really cool. This is, of all of the Marvel, do they call it MCU when they're on Disney Plus series? I don't know. It really comes across like it is focused on the female audience. You know, it's like exploring the life of a woman who's struggling with a high-profile job and also dealing with the dating life. And I think that that's cool. That generally means it's not for me. I don't tend to watch a lot of rom-com-y type stuff. However, I like that they're doing that they're fulfilling a need for that audience with a character who I have liked for a very long time, who I think is a very cool woman, is relatable in a bunch of ways, even if we're not all green and muscly. So, yeah, the big takeaway for me is the CG, dude. Like, I'm like flabbergasted. Show looks fine, ultimately, I think. Like, there's cool stuff about it, stuff I didn't like. I just found that CG so jarring. So let's take a look at some comments. See if it's just me. Can't wait to find out. Probably a lot of people are going to have positive things to say about Hulk being present. I don't doubt that. Great to see Hulk jumping again. People disagreeing with the humor in this, huh? This is what She-Hulk is like in the comics and in her first early runs. She's witty, sarcastic, and an overall comedian. So to see this sort of humor come through in an MC show like this is great in comic book accuracy. I would agree that she's witty, sarcastic, and funny, and a little bit snarky. I don't feel like this trailer really did that. Maybe that's just me. CG looks fine to me. Don't know why everyone's complaining. Okay, I guess people did have the same problems. Excited. Seems mostly positive here. Seems like there's going to be a lot of comedy peppered in the show, and I'm looking forward to it. I'd be super surprised if that doesn't happen. It seems largely positive. Lighthearted fun. I would agree with that. Right mix of hilarious and totally out there. Interesting. Going to be incredible. All right. I'm actually very happy to see the internet respond to this so positively. This is a fair take, and probably the one that I should strive to have. Jay Shockblast said, looking forward to this. CGI looks a little weird, but whatever, I get it. As long as it's fun, I'll suspend my disbelief. She's not real. You know, like, it should be on me to be like, they're gonna do what they can do on a cheaper TV show. It's not a Marvel film. They are different. So that is probably the correct take, and I should strive to be more like that person and be like, it's fine. Finally, we see some Hulks, long overdue and definitely hyped. Agree that I'm a fan of I just like She-Hulk. CGI looks weird. Agreed. But as a Hulk fan, I'm actually pretty hyped for this. Hope this is not the finished product. I would think that it is the finished product. Okay, this is largely really positive. And I think I agree. People saying it seems like it's lighthearted, fun. And I would totally agree with that. The tone, I think, is nice. And again, I feel like this is like different. It's different to a lot of the other comic book content. It's less, yeah, it is less serious. It is a little more, like I said, rom-com-y, which I shouldn't have said is just for women. More people than women like that, but obviously they have target markets when they make this kind of stuff. It is definitely a different tone, and I appreciate that. I think it looks okay. I respect the positivity in the comments there. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the humor. It seems very easy. And I do actually think that She-Hulk is actually quite funny, where I didn't feel like this was that, but maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm being picky. I don't know. It looks fine. Looks fun. I totally agree with that. It looks fun, and that's a great takeaway to have, I think. That CGI just really confused my brain. I don't know.